So what we are going to do, till 7 o'clock. Yeah, this is kind of different roundtable. How many from L&D department? L&D people are very innovative. You agree? Okay, so tell me now how to run this roundtable. Okay, any other idea? Oh, CHRO also very creative, innovative. Please give some idea. काम करने का बारी आया तो देखिए. हाँ, Saturday हाँ. हाँ, नहीं नहीं. Will will make you move. Don't worry. Yeah. हाँ. Okay, थोड़ा exercise भी होगा. Yeah, yeah, that is standard and common. Yeah, but we want to give a because of group में क्या होता है, then only one person get a chance to talk and as activity में. Okay, but since chairs already there, you can see somebody will be sitting over there. So what we do, we have a okay. Sonali is from Symbiosis. You like to give an introduction?
Hi, good evening. And on behalf of Symbiosis and HR Shapers, thank you so much for joining us for the HR Roundtable. This is a very special event for us because we are celebrating our 25 years. And it's been a long journey for Symbiosis and 25 years. And somebody was asking how many batches. I can tell you how many students, 10 lakh and still counting. So a huge landmark for us. And thank you so much to all of you for joining us on this journey. And I and Ashish were discussing how this would happen, and we decided that we have created hot seats here. So we will break up. So before we do that, of course, we would love to know your at least your name and designations very quickly, because if we get into a longer introduction, I think we would just be doing introductions by the time we reach dinner.
Okay, so yeah, that's good
So
actually.
I think that would also give all of us an understanding on what verticals where you're coming from, and then it's easier for us to choose.
And Sonali, I keep saying when people do the introduction, they should remember they are not a speaker. ठीक है. हाँ, जिन्होंने मेरा राउंड टेबल अटेंड किया था, आई कीप टेलिंग ऑल दिस. ओके, प्लस okay, so we'll cover name, just name only. Designation means only designation, and company means only company. Okay, in addition to that, you need to answer one question. Yeah, which animal you like and why? Nothing else. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll start from here.
Hi, good evening. My name is Laja. I am from an organization called Spark Capital, and I'm heading HR and admin. To answer your question, which animal? I think lion for its courage and the never give up attitude.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Shreyas. I head HR for Arcade Developers. Uh, Favorite animal? Dog. Very friendly. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Taruna Sharma. My designation is Manager Learning and Development, and I represent Arcade Developers. Favorite animal, of course, I kind of connect to tortoise, slow and steady, consistent, wins the race. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Ganesh Kashid from Superform, a UPL group company. I take care of HR function for the specialty chemicals business and the campus hiring. The animal which I can relate to is, I'll say, the cow, because it's the most resourceful animal, I believe. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sachin Girola. I represent a company called Triarch Health, and I'm heading strategy and operations for Triarch Health. And my favorite animal is cheetah for its agility. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Adrian. I'm from Travel Food Services, and I lead the talent management vertical at the Travel Food Services, the organization. The animal that I relate to would be an elephant. Elegant, huge, but yet quiet. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rajendra Singh Lingwal. I am the global head for HR operations for IT company Persistent Systems Limited. Animal lion, simply king.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sujata Iyer. I work at Protean Technologies as the head of talent management in OD. My favorite animal is elephant because of its magnanimity.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening. I'm Janita Desai. I head the entire HR for Station Satcom. We are into telecommunications, and the animal I love is a dog. I think once in a lifetime, everybody should have a dog at home because I've had, and various things. You know, they add spark to your life. They can love you more than anybody else in this world. So you need to own one to have the feeling how it feels. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. This is Isha Nair. I am from Fermion Infotech. I am the CHRO of the firm. And I won't say I like it, but yeah, nobody said about a cat. So yeah, cat is my favorite. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anushri Verma. I head one of the consumer businesses in Kotak Mahindra Bank. And my favorite animal is, like I relate to, is tigress because adaptable and agile. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Priya. My favorite animal is lion because it's king. I'm from Kotak, senior HR advisory.
Hi everyone, my name is Saurav and I am the head of training with Tech Mahindra. The animal that I kind of relate to is dog because I feel that it's a very selfless animal and very loyal. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Bala Subramanian Sethuraman. I head HR for a company called Parekh Integrated Services, which is into warehousing and distribution. And I love an elephant for its intelligence and sharp memory. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Amit Paropkari. I'm looking after the HR function for India business of a packaging company, which is Detmol Group. It's an Australian company, and my, if I had to say, animal, it's an horse for its loyalty, and second thing is it's very sensible animal. If you understand the horses, the way they react, or the human has learned from horses, that's way ahead. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sapna. I work as General Manager HR for Orient Technologies. And the animal that I can relate to is a dog because it's most domesticated and extremely loyal.
Hi, this is Swara Swapnil Nalavde from ISS Facility Services. I'm a senior manager talent acquisition, and I love dogs for, of course, what she has just said, for their loyalty.
Hi, I'm Aditya DeCosta from ISS facility. I'm in the TA team as well. And animal, yes, again, dog. I'll be precise with the breed, maybe a Saint Bernard. And loyalty.
Hi, my name is Debendu. I head the HR at ValueQuest Investment Advisors. And the animal, again for me, dog, specific breed, Labrador, amicability, social, and maybe the best stress buster of the life.
Uh, Hi, good evening. My name is Sunil Suji, and I head the HR function for APM Terminal, which is a part of Merck's. And my favorite animal is lion, of course, the king. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Meet. I'm from Kalpataru International Projects. My favorite animal is elephant for powerful and sharp memory. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Bhumi Upadhyay, and I'm from Right Hire. And my favorite animal is cow because cow gives everything to us, right? From so when we born to till our death. So without cows, we cannot. It is next to our can say the doctor also. If we have milk and all everything products and all. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Shantanu from the Vadva Group, a real estate company. I'm heading the HR function over there. My favorite animal is camel because it can only survive when everyone is deserted. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Preeti Naik. I head HR at PKF Corner Davis for the India offices. My favorite animal is lion because it's fierce and courageous.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vilander. I work with Worldline. It's a fintech company. And yeah, I take care of the business partnering and talent management for India. For me, again, it's dog because a dog is always at guard.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Chetan Tupe. I lead the L&D function for the retail division of Aegis Group of Companies. Ashish, you said animal, but I identify myself, okay, with a eagle. It soars high above. Okay, it is in the sky for the longest time. It is very, very agile, and it has a very, very sharp eyesight. Thank you so much.
So good evening. I think I'm a bit early. I'm an alumni and I was supposed to attend award function. But I'll introduce myself. I'm Amol. I'm from Adani. I'm heading projects. About favorite animal, it's cheetah for his speed, strength, super quality. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Padmaja, and I head the HR department for NSE Cogensis. My favorite animal and the animal which resembles me big time, I would say, is Linus because of her teamwork and whatever she does it for the family and people around her. So that what resembles me. Thank you.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Nitin Bhatia. I'm currently working as an associate director with Bensu, and my favorite animal would be a parrot, and mainly because of its ability to learn and to be able to internalize things and memorize things quickly. That's my favorite animal.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Srikanth Kalyan Sundaram, heading the HR operations for John Cockle Global Business Services. Dog is my favorite animal. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Subhanish Malhotra. I am presently working with the Wellspun as a Vice President HR. I heads all the manufacturing plants and the talent acquisition function. My favorite animal, I would say tiger for the speed and the agility. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. This is Sudhanshu Vyas. I represent Khosla Profile and my favorite animal is dog.
Hi, this Lalita Jain. I work for Provox as a head HR and a HRBP, and my favorite animal is tigress, because I'm the queen of my life. So
Hi, good evening to all of you. I'm Nikhil Bojwani. I'm heading learning and development with Mumbai Metro One, part of Reliance Group. And my favorite animal, I mean, I'm a water lover, so my favorite animal would be a dolphin, uh, especially thanks to its intelligence, the second most intelligent species in the world. And of course, its social and networking part.
Hi, I am Rajiv. I head I am group head HR with AGFO. It's SL World basically. Again, I would give you a small introduction. If you know SL World, I head the HR at SL World. And the favorite animal would be crocodile. I would relate because it's too lazy. It's nothing to do till the time there's nothing to do. I am the laziest guy.
Hey, hi everyone. This is Rizwana. I'm a CHRO for Acme Group, and my favorite animal is a cat, specifically Persian cat, because they're very gentle. I mean, and calm in nature, and they're very elegant in appearance. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alapani. I'm part of ECW. I lead HR Tech Transformation in DEI. Well, the insect that I could resemble is ant because I resemble it with agility and intentionality. So, and I think the most resilient insect. So I relate to that.
Thank you.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, we want team to also do the introduction. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this celebration of 25 years of SCDL. I'm Dr. Deepa Karandikar, representing the Training and Placement Department of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Pune, and Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences, Indore. And my favorite animal is tiger.
Okay. So, why this question was asked? Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little late today. My name is Nishad Mehta. I come from Larsen and Toubro. I had corporate learning and development. I think the question was, which is our favorite animal and what do we relate to? My favorite animal is human being.
Yeah, we are social animal. Okay, so this question was asked, because the data says, the research says, whichever animal you like, either you like you belong to that kind of personality, or you want people to be around with those kind of personality. Tiger means either you are tiger, or you want your boss to be tiger. Boss is always tiger. Okay, so what we are going to do, it's very difficult task for us now,
Yes.
Sonali, is we have full house almost. I don't know, 7 o'clock where people will be accommodated. Okay, so I think we have around 35 people, if I'm not wrong, 35 to 40. And chairs, we have 8. Yeah, so simple calculation. 8 into 3, 8 into 3 is 34. Yeah, 24. And plus 10, we will see what to do with them. Okay, so now how do I pick up those who will be sitting here? I have some good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody in this group who has done the introduction, start with A alphabet. Please come and sit over there. So I'm not biased to anyone. Name start with A alphabets. Let me see how many lucky. A
Yes, yes.
A. Ah, yeah. Please come, come,
Please,
come, come,
please
come.
come.
Okay. Now I'm not going as a the alphabetical A B C D. हाँ नहीं तो वो कहेगा Z वाले का नंबर लास्ट में आएगा. Anybody from L? L. Hey, please come there.
Come, join.
Yeah, Anushri, where were you? Yeah, L. Okay,
Okay.
L. Okay, now we have few more seats. Okay, start with P.
And we'll have to remember the alphabets that we are already done with.
No, they need to remember, not ask. Explain. I can remember the faces and will ensure they should not come back. Okay, so we have one seat. Okay, who can be the lucky one? Okay, without knowing, sir, alphabetical, please come there. Yes. Okay, N. Okay, alphabet start with N. Sir is there. How many from N? One more, huh? You can be in the queue for the next one. Okay, so Sonali, let's start.
So,
Yeah.
so we have all the contestants in the hot seat. So we'll quickly set the context. Today we are talking about leadership capability. And we all realize that now leadership development is no longer simple. It's no longer a linear journey. We need to be dynamic. And as HR professionals, I think all of you face a lot of challenges when we talk about leadership and capability building. Today, collectively, I'm sure we have hundred or over a century experience right in this room, and by the end of the next hour and a half, we also hope that we will find solutions to few of the challenges that all of us are facing collectively. And And so on the hot seat, we have our contestants who we will start with. Between us, we tried to put together the challenges that all of us are facing. And we thought that with each group, we will try and address at least one or two of those, uh, depending on how much time we have. And so for this group, um, so can I go first? Yes. Okay. Today, um, when we say about talk about demographic dividend, we know we are the youngest nations in the world today. So we have something called as a Gen Z. Now, the challenge that we have for you today, that there is an unlimited pool of young talent which is coming in, but they are also coming in with unlimited demands. And as HR, how are you addressing that very challenge that we are today facing? And since we are also talking about skilling, upskilling, and cross skilling, so then when the Gen Z is coming in, yeah, there are obviously skill gaps. So the continuing question to that is that when you're identifying those skill gaps, what are we doing with those, or how are you as an organization trying to address those? So we are good with the question. Can we start from one side?
Uh, Guidelines. We need to do justice with the time, not with them, not with you. Why? Because we need to give this hall by 7 o'clock. We have another program will be starting, and we will have 3 round. Each round will have around 30 minutes. Okay, so just be limited and crisp, short in your answer, so that we can take more question for you and some question from audience as well. Yeah, थोड़ा बजट का इशू है, माइक दो ही है, ठीक है? जिसके हाथ में माइक है, doesn't mean that you keep talking. Yeah, and if you think you can speak without mic, yes, हाँ, ठीक है? Yeah, mic चाहिए क्योंकि video. Yeah.
Okay. To start with, um, as everyone know, I'm Lalita. I had HR. It's a good question which she has put on, and I'm glad that I got a chance first. So when I say Gen Z, yes, we have a lot of uh, faculty like how to handle this. Uh, as an HR, even in my company also, I have come across all this. But one solution which I found is very crisp, as Ashish mentioned. So I say that I pick up them like what their niche skill is there. So because we are into IT, so obviously we have to do with the niche with their regular skills. So that's where I pick up, and if they don't have it, so we give them like what exactly you want to do. So maybe from there we can pick up and ask them to get upskill there. So that's where it is, and easily we can go ahead with that. And maybe I can pass on because it's
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anushri. As I mentioned, I handle one of the HR business partnering vertical for Kotak Bank in consumer business. Gen Z attrition is one of the biggest problem that we are facing currently, and one solutioning that we have done around that is after a in-depth attrition analysis, we found out that our Gen Z especially are leaving for better opportunities and careers. So careers and a talent marketplace is something that we have focused on. We have provided them opportunities to explore cross-functional roles, responsibilities, different projects, because jobs of the future are not going to be static, and that's the opportunities with the cross collaboration that we are providing. Given an example, a salesperson can move to credit operations. So that's the kind of I think careers and their mobility is something that we are focusing on in terms of skilling and retention for our Gen Z. So just wanted to keep it simple.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Lajja, and I work for a financial services organization. So, essentially, what we also do is something very similar to what she just said, that we give them multiple opportunities, because one is obviously it's very easy for them to jump to another job because of compensation, etc. but they are also looking at growth opportunities. So in addition to cross functional responsibilities, if there is a junior relationship manager, we are happy to move them to another department, maybe a product team, or if it is a client service team. That is one cross functional. Because we are also a diversified financial services organization, we also give the Gen Z an opportunity to move between various business verticals, which means that if there is somebody in wealth management interested in exploring an opportunity in investment banking, instead of losing them to the market, I would rather give them an opportunity to work in my organization and move across verticals. And that, I think, has really worked for us, because we've seen homegrown bankers, we've seen homegrown relationship managers in our organization, and they have done really well. Because somewhere we as an organization feel that we are also responsible for their careers, right? So I think it's a two-way approach, and which is why we believe in giving them in-house opportunities in addition to the the technology related interventions which they are anyway looking for. Yeah.
Great. Uh, Good evening. My name is Alapani, and I'm going to pick up from what you just said, and I so echo with what all you said. I think the career part of it, right? Because today I don't think we're just offering a career, but we're offering a lifestyle, right? And that's just beyond the job that they're going to do. So I think the concurrency that we've seen in our organization is what purpose are they satisfying when they're joining the organization. So one is the growth we've seen is non-linear. Second is the growth in terms of horizontal and vertical for the Gen Zs. And third is the aspiration level. So I would like to quote example here. So one of the Gen Zs had to take a break because their aspiration one was to be a mountaineer, right? So obviously, with doing the current job, are we also filling their other aspirations? Because this was not a typical scenario with other generations. So I think we'll have to strike a chord between their aspirations and also the business goals that we have. Second is look into your organization's IT goals that you would have, and then upskill those across not just Gen Zs. And third is also the reverse mentoring. I think they're great. So I think we need to learn as well.
Okay, so 50% views done, 50% speaker done. Let's bring some different aspect in the conversation. Anybody in this room who is Gen Z? Hey, hey, कुछ लोग हैं.
Ah, there.
नहीं, hey, hey, hey. अरे, come, come.
Who's Gen Z?
You also come. अरे, you are Gen Z, come.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a Gen Z.
अरे आना भाई, कुछ नहीं है, आजा. Mr. Kalpatru, come. I remember your name. Come, come, come. No, let's hear from horse of mouth, अभी क्या, see, come here. What's your age?
I'm 20.
Right.
30.
Rude.
30 है. अरे भाई क्या कर रहा है तू? हाँ हाँ. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay, 30. हाँ. We are okay.
Yeah.
Gen Z थोड़ा
We have
definition
25 also.
change कर देते.
Wait, yeah, you can please join us.
हाँ.
Yeah.
25, come, come.
Come.
Yes, yes. Hindi, English? Okay, you know what they are saying? Now tell me how much is power in their statement. And what you want to question them? Okay, not to 4 because they already said. Now remaining 4, partially or equally, they will say the same thing. So do you agree with them? You know what they are saying? हाँ? अरे इंटरव्यू नहीं दे रहा तू भाई. मैं इंटरव्यू देगा. It's not a serious conversation, but let us know your aspiration. Yeah.
I mean, from their perspective, it is right because like this generation is kind of different for like to getting a job and like getting like work life for us is kind of different because like the things which we have taught now it is way too different than the things which you all are working on with. So I feel that would be my perspective.
Yeah, actually, whatever they have said is kind of, uh, we should, you guys should also look after what we all think. And I think this generation think much more differently than the guys which you all think. Yeah, that's
Yeah, elaborate. How different are we?
Okay, thank you so much. Please go. Yeah. Okay, so over to you now. We heard from them, वो थोड़ा डर रहे थे, but if you really talk to them,
Same.
you know, okay. Yeah, so
I did you ever?
okay, should I do you want to say something more, different means what? You think different means what? Ah, okay. Everything is said. Okay, please continue. Yes, Amit, yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
So thanks listening to these ladies, and I will continue with this. See, from my perspective and experience, when I'm in the HR now, cultural fit is very important since beginning. Every organization has some culture, and we should look for that. And second aspect come the aspirations, which one of the point has also come, whether aspirations are meeting for the somebody who is as a newcomer into the industry with our company. And if it is not matching, I think we should be taking a divorce prior to that. When it comes actually from onboarding further, I think recruitment, onboarding, and then the further, I will say the probation period and those things, the engagement begins during that stage only, when we are actually connecting with a candidate potential and we are looking to hire them. And then when it comes with the industry now, we have to promote a different way the learning. It's a continuous process, whether it's a top or a bottom of the organization. I heard these three generation Gen Z people. So somewhere when they are with us in the industry, we should be continuously having that kind of mentoring. This is what is required, continuous learning. It's not, I will give one example when I talk to my people during the learning. So people think when once we come out of the colleges or we did some PhDs or MBS, okay, it's done now. But actual the journey starts of learning after that, whether it's on the job, collaborative learnings, or industries are investing through some experiential learnings. So that's a continuous process, and I think that kind of generating that mindset is very important by every HR personnel as well as their mentors or the managers what are in the industry. And after that, when it comes, whether it's a Gen Z or millennials or something else, I think we have to identify the common thread. Whether if the industry is having an engagement service, so you will get some common thread, what is required by every generation, and see that it is given to them at the workplace. I think everyone is aspiring to grow, and nevertheless, that's a common thread. And apart from that, recognition and those things, that will be a laundry list which keep on continuing. But I think common threads are there in every generations, and somewhere we have to understand that as an HR when we talk to people, and then see that you're offering that. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, what I believe is Gen Z is not here to do 9 to 5 job. That's very simple. We all know that, right? आप उनको 9 से 5 बिठाओगे वो कोई काम नहीं करेगा.
वो
So what
काम ही नहीं करना चाहते.
काम ही नहीं करना चाहिए. Exactly, you're right. They don't want to work. They want to feel when they are coming from their house, this is another house they want to feel and like that. So you tell them to continue with the dress code, they don't want to do that. It's not that they are rebellious, but something which feels comfortable, they want to be in that attire. So what we do as an organization is when we onboard these Gen Zs, even at the time of interview, we make sure to understand them better on the attitude part, whether they will fit into our culture or not. That's one thing we do at the time of interview. Second, during onboarding, we ask and we try to understand their aspiration, and second is their hobbies, because hobbies is something which is utmost priority for the Gen Zs nowadays, and we try and utilize their hobbies during our the normal BAU work is going on. Any sort of function happens, we try to put it across. Let's say, we have a lot of communities in our organization, and let's say there are people who are trekkers, there are people who are photographers and all. We try to implement their hobbies there. They feel connected. BAU to kar hi rahe hain, but then they feel connected that the organization is trying and understanding them and giving them that opportunity. A lot of times, in fact, in our organization, we have people who have taken a break for a month or two to just go and do photography. adventure, I mean, no, nature photography, they have been called. And we do allow. In fact, for that matter, our leaders have been shaped up in that manner. It's not only that Gen Z has to adjust, even the leaders who are not from that generation, we make sure that they start collaborating with the kind of Gen Zs we are hiring, or any generation for that matter. Because her organization may all generations are going to be there. And the common goal needs to be achieved of an organization when collaboration between different generation happens. So it's all about understanding each other and working, and we try to just adjust with Gen Z's expectation in that way. Thank you.
Okay, so I represent a US CPA firm. Largely, I would say 75% or 70% of our employee strength is Gen Z. So that's a bigger task for us to see that we the larger pool is Gen Z. So we have to, in the other way around, the remaining 20% to 25% have to look at how we really blend with them. What our firm did really was from the US offices, right from there, we thought of how do we look at ourselves different than the other firms. I have been with Deloitte for 10 years, and we see a lot of bigger firms changing their policies. But as CPA firms are now becoming, bigger in India, we thought we also want to be the unique CPA firm. So us is the only firm in India which is still on hybrid mode, and that is loved by the Gen Zs. What we did was a lot of surveys that we did with the Gen Z. We understood how they would like to work. So the first thing that they said was, we do not want to come to office every day. So we made our policies blending to what they are asking. So yes, we are hybrid. Yes, we don't have a 9 to 5 routine because they are working with the US offices. They can work in any time, clock in their project hours. We also see to it that there is no dress code policy. While there is an understanding that you are supposed to wear, as per the HR rules, you're supposed to dress up formally or on certain occasions, but there is definitely no policies which will hinder them to make them feel as if there is a strict guideline. So we don't call them policies. In fact, in the HR team that we have, we just say these are guidelines. We try and avoid using the term policies. That is one example I'll give, because the moment you say policies, then the next word and the Gen Zs will say दिखाओ. कहाँ पे लिखा है दिखाओ. And they'll actually go and use the chat GPT, and they will understand, is this really there or you're making up policy? Right. And also on the other end, we are doing a lot of mentoring. So we have mentors for each and every, and we have CAs and investment bankers. So really, we don't need to invest further in trainings which are really happening, which are generic, but we actually help them do CPA courses. The firm is sponsoring a lot of their additional certifications. And another bigger USP is that we also understood what really they want. And what we figured out is that they want to go to the US. So ours is again the only firm who lets people, before completing their probation, also to go on projects to the US. So that's what we are doing. We are trying to understand what they want to do and trying to get those policies or those initiatives blended in the system. Thank you.
Typically, in a panel discussion, the person who has the last word has the most difficult job, and that has come to me. I come from L&T, and I come from that part of L&T which is in the conventional business. We build bridges, we build tunnels, we build buildings, we build refineries, power plants, and we help India defend. We work closely with Defense Department. This question of Gen Z has been making rounds everywhere, in every conference I go, every forum I participate. And increasingly, I'm convinced this issue is over amplified. And I'm reflecting on some of the points which my co panel members said. Finally, they are human beings raised by people like us, having aspirations like all the generations who have come from previous ones. The only thing that has changed is the context in which they are coming up. The context which is significantly different from the previous context because of the technology, because of the geopolitical conditions, and some of the episodic issues, blue swan events, etc. Does it mean they are different animals? I completely disagree. I have twin Gen Z at my home. I am a parent of twins, a boy and a girl. And from the day from the day I was knowing they're going to be there, I've been saying that I have a human lab at home. There's a brilliant example of what happens when you raise twins, and that too in these circumstances. Let me tell you, every person who joins us, even as Gen Z, very simple thing. They expect they are there with the company because they want to do something. They are there for a what. That what doesn't change what they come for. What changes is how they want to do it. And for that, what has to happen, and I think most of the panel members have said the same thing, is the organizations have to keep in sync with the changing times. And I'm not talking about only Gen Z. The way the world is changing around, the organizations have to change. So when I talk about my organization, our tagline, which used to be in service lies the success, Imagineering. And today my tagline is tech-driven sustainable growth. So we are increasingly becoming a tech company who also does nation building through infrastructure and manufacturing. This is what Gen Z is looking for because that is what they're used to with it. Whether it is through food ordering through Zomato or a cab booking through Uber or anything else or their own learning during their college days, it's all through tech. So when they come to the organization, they expect the world should work in the same way. If they don't find it, there will be problems. They have been given enough of autonomy in the previous phase of life, that is during studies. Do they have autonomy here? Answer is yes and no. During college also, they were required to attend certain classes of the class. They're required to complete the courses. They're required to meet the marks. So certain things are to be done so long as we are transparent, and that's very important. So long as we are transparent of what needs to be done, what is non-negotiable, they will happily agree to it. What is negotiable, what can be adjusted, that's I think hardly an issue because it is anyway adjustable. So it is what we do. We try to keep in sync with the time and they work with us. If I have to prove by outcome, we hired about 2,500 young engineer trainees last month from NITs and those colleges. And on Monday, we are having 50 top BTech graduates from IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, the top notch IITs. They are joining us to soil their hands under the sun. And why they are doing this? Because they have found a purpose with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. As a closing statement, we wanted to know because most of the company, and if you look at the data, earlier consultancy said 50 or 75% people will work from home. Now same consultancy is saying no. Now people need to be called to the office. Okay, so just as a closing statement, what do you want from Gen Z to work from home, work from office, or hybrid? Just as a closing statement.
LNTites work for LNT wherever LNT works.
Okay, so work from office, right? Yes.
Right from the first month after pandemic.
For us, work has to get done on time. So you can work from anywhere.
For us, basically, the kind of industry we are into, hybrid works big time because some departments would love to do work from office because their collaboration is required, and some work anywhere they are. They are more focused if nobody is around them. So hybrid works for us.
Yeah, I'm from the essential industry, so of course, on field, most important.
So for us, first 6 months is office when they join us, and post that it's flexible, so it's hybrid.
I think I personally believe in being in the office because the kind of environment and the vibe is very different, right? And the settling in phase also happens when you are in office. Work from home makes it very transactional and to the point. So I would endorse work from office any day.
As he said, it's largely sales employees, so it's feet on street, so it has to be on the field. Rest for product and centralized HO roles, it's hybrid.
Yeah, even I feel from office because the compatibility becomes easier and the work goes faster. Being the connectivity, being the reaching each other, knowing each other. So I suggest office, and yes, we are all working from office.
90% said, work from office.
Right.
And 90% offer being rejected because, it is said work from office.
Yeah.
That's very bad. What they want, they were saying, ki, okay, we think differently. It is the same gap, it still continue. Right? Okay,
Yes.
so thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you
have
so
one group
much.
photo and then we'll call second round.
Yes.
Yes,
Can we please?
we just see, what best can be done within the time limitation. Yeah.
It's coming on the face just for a minute. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I want first round of speaker to be there till the end, huh? Please. It doesn't mean that it's done, then it's done. Okay, so let's give a big round of thanks and applause for Symbiosis again. 25 years. When
And counting.
nobody thought about it, online education, virtual and all. It was not a virtual actually, but a different thought. And
I
market
think
and
we have been hybrid since way back in 1999. I have my first batch students right there. Bala can raise his hand 2000. Is so we completely endorse hybrid.
I passed out in 93, Symbiosis. I'm proud
Oldest.
alumni. Anybody else? Symbiosis? Which year? Okay. See.
Oh my God. Yes. 15.
15.
17.
2015. So I studied 93 to 97. Now you know my age, right?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay. So let's have a second round of speaker. Okay. We'll follow the same. Somebody who was in queue. N, please come.
N.
Okay. Now which alphabet will pick up? Okay. W. W. एक है W. Yes, we have. And S. One. S में बहुत सारे होंगे यार.
And the quorum is full.
कम. चेयर तो एक्स्ट्रा रखना पड़ेगा क्या? Hey, you are so lucky. You're exactly on the dot. Sir, we'll take you in the next round. Wonderful. How's this format picking up from alphabet? There's no bias approach. हो सकता कुछ लोग रिग्रेट करोगे मेरा नाम अल्फाबेट इस अल्फाबेट से क्यों नहीं है आज है ना okay so can I give them the question
You can give
yeah
the question.
okay so as I said we only one mic yeah
Okay.
and
I have.
okay so we will cover what is the model of the reskill upskill cross skill whether it is leadership development capability building or any kind of training what is the best model you think is really successful model maybe in your organization or in a journal which is happening in an industry as far as reskill cross skill upskill is concerned or maybe you as a self or individual what do you like you know and who has to invest in that most of the time we keep saying okay organization need to invest they are not giving me budget I will not go for a training or somebody they do actually go on their own okay again I'm repeating considering the time limitation be specific crisp and short yeah we have only 30 minutes for second round of speakers each one
Uh, so I represent a company called Triarch Health, and we are IT product company. And I still strongly believe in first, we are talking about Gen Z and the kind of generation right now we are. So it's very important that for us first we should be doing a reskilling, okay? Because we need to really understand people who are we are hiring from, from the generation Z. So it's very important for the leaders to do a lot of reskilling themselves. And obviously, the our approach is,
a lot of leaders have to be taught in terms of how to really deal with Gen Z in the first place. And at the same time, upskill is equally important because what our experience is Gen Z is more, into instant gratification. So every 1 year they complete, we have to give them some kind of a hope and some kind of a aspiration because they are also trying to, uh, figuring it out when they join any organization, and we have to give or enable that platform to them so that they can figure it out themselves, and somewhere we will see in the journey whether we are still liking each other, then we can continue. Otherwise, there's a huge market out there, people to leave. So that is what my thought is: reskill, upskill, and cross skill is a BAU actually for us because it has to be that way. The reason behind is we do a lot of inter department moves, and it is helpful so that we make them more of a generalist than really become a specialist, because eventually at certain point in time when you grow in the ladder, you need to have those kind of skills, when it comes to become a generalist at the same time.
Okay, so conversation shouldn't be limited to Gen Z. Yeah, it's in general because most of the data says everybody need to be reskill, upskill, cross skill. Yes.
Hi, I come from the company which is in technical textiles, and in India it's now booming. So for upskills and reskills and increasing the skills, I feel it is a first things that the government also to think about for the skills of the persons who are joining the organization. And in our company, we normally keep for the technical textiles the skills upgradation with our mentors, with our promoters. They comes, they discuss about the product lines. So yes, it is first important to leaders to come forward and share their thoughts to upgrade these skills.
To answer that, I think across all level, we talk about workmen to middle to senior management. I think across level, the skilling, reskilling, upskilling, and the cross skilling is required. I think that is the base of any organization. The way the expansion is happening, the speed is happening. So we have to continuously upgrade our own people. Having a structured program, self-paced program, multiple things has to be there. In our organization, we have a multiple structured programs are there. So when it's come to scaling, this is something person has to be best on one skill, and they have to pick up the new skills as well whenever there is upgradation of a new technology, new systems is coming in. And cross skilling, when you talk about, rotational programs are there where people given a different role, moving from their present role to learn new skills. So I feel, this is something will going to be there across any generation and any level, I think, for a matter of fact. So very important. I think without that, it's very difficult because the new generation is coming in. They have to pick up a new skill and they have to upgrade themselves. Thank you.
So when as an organization when it grows, so obviously upgrading to the latest technologies, the latest processes, or when also we talk about culture. So, as an organization, upskilling is definitely the most important thing. At the same time, reskilling also, right, as rightly one of the panelists said, we ourselves have been maybe with certain skills we have developed, but then again, to reinstall, reboot, to restart again, that is also very much required. And yes, cross scaling, skilling specifically for the leadership level, it is important, especially for the HR people, to understand business is very important.
So I represent a high-tech company in the fintech domain, and in our organization, we bring in technology. We all understand that technology can get obsolete at given point of time, and that is what we have witnessed in the past 8 years specifically. Um, Having said that, we work more on the legacy products or legacy technology rather for the banks who we cater to, and for that we run three tracks: reskilling, upskilling, and cross skilling, and that's important. for every organization. The point, what we are now stressing on is on leadership development, because we have people sitting at the top on the helm, vice presidents, you have general managers, but are they leaders or they're just working as managers? So who's a leader? We need to understand that, and we are curating specific programs to have good leaders who can drive the organization along with the people. It's not the onus of an organization only to invest. Investment is a part of, it's just you can put in money, but the onus also lies on the employee. They have to invest their own time. So we HRs can curate programs, we can set up calendars, but if the employee do not attend those programs, it's a loss, waste of money. So how you drive it, it's not an HR initiative. It has to be even the employee as well as the managers driving the reskilling part of it. Usually we see that it is already thrown on the HR. So yeah, I would like to conclude that these three tracks are important and it has to be phased in manner. In our organization, we do it on an annual affair. Post, we have our people review, as we call it, where we have a talent pool. Cross skilling, we put more for the talent pool. When we have identified a talent pool, we encourage them to go for cross skilling. And cross skilling, again, we have curated programs from LinkedIn. You have Persipio. As I said, we are in technology, so people who are in technology, they're always hungry to learn something more. So we always emphasize that an individual should have a primary skill, primary technology that they work on, and the secondary technology. That could be an aspiration that they have or in line with the business need, but a secondary technology is something that a person has to have with them so that the organization is prepared in a situation when there is an upgrade or a switch of a technology, we have the ready workforce with us. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Ashish. So when we talk about reskilling, upskilling, it's 10, 15 years back. I'm being from the manufacturing background. These buzzwords of last 5 years, 6 years have been in this. But when I'm coming from a manufacturing industry, what we call is a learn by doing things. Okay. So it's on the shop floor, on the job training. How you measure the on the job training? On the weekends, we have a classroom session in the plant so that during the weekdays they do the on the job training and then they come to the classroom and we have a small objective type of questions so that how the knowledge has been upgraded for them on the shop floor. This is simple mathematics where below 10 is a good below 7 to 8 it's a good marks for them. So if anyone below scoring below 5 marks, then again the retraining happens. So that's where retraining is already there in the buzzword, but today we talk about reskilling. Similar way, when we talk about hiring and Power BI guy who doesn't have any knowledge, today that Gen Z is learning from YouTube and then doing the programming of Power BI today. So that is also happening during the hybrid model. The people doesn't know, but they learn by doing it. So that's a concept when we talk about reskilling, upskilling. So that's a take for me today. Thank you.
I'm Sujata, and I head the talent management and the OD function at Protean. Protean Technologies is basically into the digital public infrastructure space. Anybody who must have received an email for your PAN, for your NPS, for your Aadhaar, Protean se aata hai. So, taking into account the seriousness of the business that we are in, every person who's sitting here, your history is with us. So it is completely a security oriented, a data protection, privacy oriented organization. So to have that and to protect us from the outside world or the evil forces that we call, we have to keep ourselves upgraded at all times. Hence, for us, a traditional way of identifying the skills doesn't work. One size fits all, sorry, doesn't work. So for us, we have to be agile. For us, we have to think through an innovative approach every other day. So for us, it is a 360-degree holistic approach where we think about traditional ways to some extent, yeah, 10 to 15%, I will definitely say. But then 80 to 85%, I definitely have to think every day something new in order to skill my people. So if that is to be taken into account, then we have to think about what are the new technologies that are coming in. Do we have those capabilities? If we do not, let's build it up. कहाँ से लेके आएंगे? बजट है, नहीं है, इंटरनली किसी को आता है, let them work it out. Let us train them. Number one. Number two, AI adoption is our number one agenda. It's my KPI in this year. So, what do I call as the AI agenda or AI adoption agenda is that is my complete workforce 100% AI trained? Now, believe it or not, let's face it, हम में से किसी को AI क्या है पता नहीं है. We all know different versions of AI. We all know different things about AI. But do we really know what's an AI? So it's very difficult for us to identify what's exactly an AI because AI is a very customized stuff that works with every other department, it works with every other function, and AI is different for every function. So when we think about an AI adoption agenda, automatically we have to be fluid. Instead of chasing balance, it is important that we chase flexibility. We become agile. Instead of one size fits all, we work on personalized learning journeys for every individual. We have developed an assessment and development center within the organization where these things are continuously taken care of. So it is about building a continuous learning culture instead of just thinking कि PMS cycle होगा उसमें से needs निकलेंगे and then we put it. No, sorry, that doesn't work that way. So we have to think about innovative ways of getting people, getting people to own up that skill. Self skilling, where we also do campaigning. We have got tie-ups with Google. We have got tie-ups with Microsoft Learn, and then we do campaigning. We do weekly nudges. We provide, like we do something which is called as a Friday flash loan, where we send across some learning tips every Friday. So we have to continuously work on that on a weekly basis. Then we do a fortnightly AI Edge, where we send across certain prompts, how we can adopt the AI into our function, those kind of nudges we send. We do leadership sound bites. All our CXOs who are there or the leadership team who are there, they work on it. So these are some of the things that we have to do. So the bottom line is that our skill strategy should work as a GPS. It shouldn't work like, yaar, ye karna padega, yaar, ye mera KPI hai. No. It should work like a GPS for us, our skill strategy. And we should think that where exactly are we heading? And we have to change our course, do our course correction accordingly. So that's my take on it. Thank you.
Right. So here I come in the end. But yeah, first things first, Nikhil Bhojwani here. I'm heading learning and development for Mumbai Metro One, Reliance Group. And thank you, Ashish, for such an amazing question, especially related to my domain. So, yeah, I'll be a little precise on this. So, yes, we all believe in reskilling and upskilling, and that goes without a shadow of doubt. Reskilling and upskilling is important, and I think every organization does that. But if you ask me specifically, what is it that I'm more inclined towards these days? It is cross skilling, and I'll tell you why. So one is I have personally realized, being in learning and development, I've always enjoyed designing sessions, conducting sessions, etc. So this was the first time I was given an opportunity to sell a program, to market a program. So when I got down to, because we have a new infrastructure, a new training infrastructure in place called Mold, Metro One Universe of Learning and Development, and somehow the objective was to design programs and market them for external participants, not just participants of Mumbai Metro Reliance, but sell it. So yeah, right there comes marketing, there comes selling, which I've never done in my entire life. But it was a beautiful experience. It was a learning experience. So one is that. The other is, yes, as my colleague rightly said, with AI coming in, left, right, and center. I think AI could take up a lot of jobs, but that provides opportunities for new roles to come into the picture. And when I say new roles, you have to cross skill. You just can't be restricted to your domain. Now one has to start learning different skills, new skills. which goes beyond the effectiveness of AI. Because there are a lot of aspects, a lot of competency, a lot of skills that AI might be able to overtake, or AGI, which is coming very soon again. So one has to cross skill. According to me, I will still stick by it. As the day passes, cross skilling is more important than reskilling or skilling.
Okay. Okay. So as a closing remark, it was too much of serious conversation. Right. Okay. So next round of speaker, please be ready. Huh? Make it more humorous. Huh? Okay. What is the best incentive for reskill, cross skill, and upskill? Just 1 point or 2 points. The best incentive can be given to employee so that they are being motivated. Let me repeat the question. The best incentive to be given to employee, or let's say you think as an employee, so that you go for a reskill, cross skill, upskill.
I think growth, having ADCs in your organization, assessment development centers, and good growth opportunities is one strong motivating factor.
On a lighter note, Amazon gift vouchers.
Amazon gift voucher. Okay, yes.
Since it became serious.
Non-monetary appreciation too.
Appreciation. Okay.
I think recognition.
So we do that. We have a lot of teach and learn sessions internally or share and learn sessions, and in that we encourage giving them same Amazon gift vouchers in case who takes that lead to
Mm-hmm.
learn or teach their department colleagues.
What I feel, the clarity on the career path, I think that will actually build everything.
I feel it's mainly it's a monetary benefits or monetary things. If we provide the whether it's Gen Zs or anyone, they will come forward and take that initiative to understand, to learn the things, and of course, monetary going to be a more beneficial for them.
I think all the points have been covered, but I think making them hero after they really completed everything right and appreciating them in front of people, that makes it. And another thing is give them a quick, a faster career path. That is something which I think we strongly, do it, especially the kind of people we work with. So it's a typically within a 1 year time span, we can have people go to the next level. That kind of initiatives that we.
Okay. Is not too much of spoon feeding in a name of reskill, cross skill? ट्रेनिंग भी दो, पैसा भी खर्चा करो, फिर उनको जॉब भी चाहिए अच्छा वाला. हाँ, हाँ, दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज सपोज्ड टू से. जैसे यू पिक्ड अप एआई बोला ना एक दो स्पीकर ने, एआई इज टेकिंग ए जॉब, एआई इज टेकिंग ए जॉब, ऐसे क्यों नहीं डरा सकते अपन? And it is actually taking a job, right? If AI is taking a job of the person whose behavior in certain way, and if he doesn't change, then it's loss, right? थोड़ा केस स्टडी बनाना चाहिए ऐसा. हाँ, we'll work together. I will take offline. Okay. हाँ हाँ, I feel में बुला लो. Okay, so let's have group photo. Thank you so much for second
Thank
round.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You were a lovely group and
Okay.
well within the time. And a very serious group, no jokes.
Too much of serious, huh? Okay. Abhi, I don't know which alphabet we covered, but okay, let me remember. Okay, people start with R. R. Okay. Yes. G. 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 Yes, sir. You are in queue. Please join. G. Start with G. G for Goa. गोवा वाले अल्फाबेट जी से जो चालू है.
I think quite a few.
Yes, yes. 1 2. Okay, 1 2.
We need one more alphabet.
Okay, so let me pick up then whom I know. Yes, you can join. Yeah. Okay, we
need
have one
one
more chair. Within. Yes, please. अरे एन कवर हुआ था. Where were you? हाँ हाँ, निखिल ज्वाइन किया. Okay, okay. Okay, wonderful. So Sonali, what is the question for them?
Okay, so we've been talking about the transformations, we talked about reskilling, upskilling. Now the goalpost keeps moving. Today we need this core skill. We are talking AI, now we are talking GAI, and now we are going to talk AGI. So it's changing. So as HR, how do you decide when to upskill, when to reskill, who to upskill and who to reskill? So I'll repeat that with the changing times, the products are changing, the demands are changing. Every time the need to upskill or reskill is also changing. So as HRs, how do you decide when to upskill, when to reskill, and who to upskill and reskill?
First, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll have the advantage of
You'll have the
first one.
advantage of going first.
Very interesting question, because most of the time assessment is not done properly, तो गलत ही short लगता है. Yeah, and it's not always, don't always relate to the new generation. Which kind of people we need to reskill, upskill. AI is taking a lot of jobs, huh? Please remember.
And we also have the leadership, which may have requirements of upskilling and reskilling. And that may be a tough nut to crack. So remember,
Okay, so y- Gen Z and AI, everybody, the entire world is speaking about it. Okay, uh, for I'll just quickly touch for 15 seconds on each of them before coming back to the question. For the Gen Z, which is coming into the workforce, I believe that we, as seasoned professionals, we should have a positive mindset while we're looking towards it. If you open LinkedIn every day, it's all about Gen Z negativity. Okay, let's start spreading positivity. Second thing about AI, AI may not, I don't think it will take anyone's job, but people who do not embrace AI will definitely not have a longer career path. That's what I believe in. We might differ in thoughts, but it's okay. Uh, Coming back to the question which you're saying, that how HR is identifying how we should skill people. Actually, I would say we as professionals, we are enabling the organization find the top talent or the right talent, and mediocre talent. Some will, and some people will not definitely be non-performance in the organization. That happens over the period of time, the non-performance, or maybe somebody might have a challenge that they are not able to upskill themselves. All the organizations definitely have a talent review process, a kind of identifying the top talent. Various different platforms we have. There are monthly reviews, quarterly reviews, wherein you find out these top talent people. One thing we need to identify, definitely skilling everyone is the organization's goal. Is there the learner's interest also is what also matters. Okay, and our top talent will definitely be having higher potential and will always be on top in terms of the performance. There will be few who will continue to consolidate in the same role. Okay, but focusing on the top talent is by definitely giving them larger growth, larger opportunities, larger monetary growth, and role enhancement, enlargement is what is very much required. uh, Also, speaking about what skills do they need, as these people are going for moving up the ladder, or up the hierarchy, what more matters is that their leadership and their behavioral skills needs to be enhanced a lot. They need, I see, we do speak that leadership, maybe it is somebody is blessed with it, it comes, or it is situational in nature. But looking at the diverse workforce we have, the challenges at work, be you're at a larger at a higher roles, your 80% focuses on the leadership skills, and 20% definitely remains in how you are able to in terms of the expertise that you have. So I would say top talent and leadership should go hand in hand. Thank you.
Okay, just do the introduction once again, because some of you joined late also, so we'll get to know. Yeah, introduction.
Me again?
Yeah.
I'm Ganesh from Superform. It's a UPL group company.
Hey. Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Nitin from Densu. And to answer Sonali's question, I'll address that in two parts. One is, when does the organization identify who needs to be upskilled, cross-skilled, reskilled? And second part being, who needs to be upskilled, cross-skilled? So when my strong belief and what we also follow at Densu is, there's always a curve of what the market, what the clients need, and the curve of how skilled your employees are on those required skills. And when the second curve is ahead of the first one, That is when the organization knows we are on or before time in training employees. And how do we actually get there? Which is the second part. Who needs to be skilled? That is where a skill repository helps a lot. So we have a dedicated resource management group whose sole task is to ensure that across the 70,000 employees or that we have globally, a skill repository is constantly maintained and updated, and using that skill repository, we constantly keep identifying that these are the skills we'll need for our clients in the next 6 months. Let's start their training right now. So that's how the first curve keeps shifting ahead. So that 6 months down the line, we are on time to be able to have the resource ready. So that these two combinations together help us a lot in those interventions in identifying when and who. So that's, I think that's our approach to it.
Hi all, I'm Rajiv Jain. I had the group HR at AGFO, SL World, if you guys know. So that's an easy introduction I always give to people because it's difficult to explain what AGFO does because we are a group company. I head the HR for 8 different companies as of today. When it comes to reskill, I think skill is for the new gen or the newbies, I would say. Reskill and upskill is for existing workforce. I would mostly say it will be my millennials or my even the senior leaders and all. People who have worked for at least 8 to 10 years. Reskill and upskill would be for them more because new guys are. I'm just developing the skill for them. And that's one part. The most important part is you need to identify whether it's a compulsory. I have a manufacturing segment. In that, when I look at a manufacturing, a new machine is coming, that means 100% of my audience has to undergo that training. There is no exception to that. Okay, so you need to identify it's a process, system, what kind of skilling are we looking at? It's not every skill has to do with behavior, performance, leadership. Some basic things also have to be done right in place. In fact, 80% of your work, I would say, in all places, if your basics are right in place and if your training, which are to do your day-to-day activities, are been taken care of, you are sorted. Only those 20% is your leadership, behavioral training, or some, I would say, upskilling training. For that you need to look at different ways. My advantage is I had group companies, so it's very easy for me to bring one mentor from one end to other end. And two recent programs that we have introduced is we for our IT team and for our analytical team, we have started we got two consultant mentors from outside who are there. We have given them a 6-month contract and we have a weekly assessment and mentoring on all the projects that they are doing and the new analytical skills or new IT skills that they can bring into picture. So we started getting mentors from outside also, not just 1 day classroom session. Count on me, being a trainer myself at a financial institution. 1 day classroom is just a picnic. You know, you come there, you have some games, you feel good, and it's done. You need to develop a skill. It's something that you need a continuous mentoring. And over a period of time, we realize that it's not a 1 day or a 2 day workshop that is required. It is a continuous program. So 2 hours a week is 100 times more effective than 2 days in a classroom. And that's been our take on that part.
Uh, Good evening. My name is Sunil Suji, and I head the people function for APM Terminals, which is a Merck's Group company, which is in JNPA. It's a complete terminal out over there. So I do agree with Nitin what he was saying about, but let me put it across in a different way altogether. We have been just speaking about the employees. We do have frontliners and we do have our office staff. And at the terminal, when you really see that, you see those huge RTG, QC, okay, RMGs, right? So these are the QCs are the Q cranes where you see that the container has been lifted. It requires a very tremendous high level of skill, right? And those skills to get is a big challenge when I look at it with that perspective. Recently, we had a change of QCs, okay? And when you have the unions with you, and I have 6 unions to manage, internal as well as external. Uh, you have a big challenge out over there when they are asked to change the way to work, right? And when those challenges are there, how do we really ensure that they do that, they take that training and they really move to the next level? Okay, because the new QCs coming has new technologies, how do we really drive them, to accept those new technologies coming in? So of course there are negotiations which happen, there are monetary things which we spoke about it, right? And then only it moves on. But touchwood, my union is really good enough. You know, we as an organization are more of a people centric organization, and we really take care of our employees well. Just to give a good brief, in 2020 when we had stuck with COVID, I don't know how many organizations would have given a bonus to all the employees in the organization. So 2021 we paid 1000 USD all across the globe to all the employees the same, whether it's a leader or whether it's a frontline employee. And this is where the people centric comes with Mercs and APM terminals. So that's wow. And we did it for 2 years, 2020 and 2021. Both the years we paid 1000 USD as a token. Of course, we did a good business also, no doubt about it. Uh, but I always feel that when we really look at the training point of view, how do we skill? Okay, how do we upgrade the skill? So we also have a lot of job experts in our team, okay, who really pick them up, take them. We have simulations for them. We have brought in a lot of things for upgrading the skills, for the frontline people. For, as you rightly said, for our staffs, okay, when we promote anybody and when they become the first time leaders, right? It's very important that they really go through that training which we are looking at as a first time leaders, and we drive them towards that, because it's important when they start managing the people management is a key for a leader. Without, if you don't manage the people really well as a leader, you fail. Okay, because your team, we have seen that, you know and we always say that employee does not leave the organization, he leaves what? Absolutely. So you need to really work hard on the people managers, where you need to really transform them as a leader, and that's what we do out in APM terminals. We always have a first time leader program where they go through that program completely. They understand, because since it's a unionized environment, it's very important how do we talk to the team out over there down below. So that's what I feel, and this is the way we try to upgrade the skills for our people in APM terminal. Thank you. So sorry.
Hi, this is Razwana, and I'm a CHRO in Acme Group. So what Sonali said, say like skilling and upskilling and identifying. So it's the way he said, my co-panelist, I seconded him. Like we should find out, maybe by scaling the gap analysis, and we have a lot of process and programs in our organization, via which we can identify them. And the way he rightly said that we have to, the managers, we have to you know teach and train them, because others will look at them, the new hires will look at their managers, and then they will understand how to grow, and their career growth will go that way. So that's how it is. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Hi. Good evening, everyone. I'm Janita Desai. I'm the Global HR Head for Station Satcom. Station Satcom is a telecommunication company, and we deal with maritime industry, which is a very niche industry, and there are no much competitors in the industry. So I think this gives a lot of scope for this industry to grow. About your question that how do we scale, when to scale, and how do we do it? So I think scaling is all about change, and change is inevitable. Okay, we all need to change, whether it's Gen Zs, it's millennials, anybody. I'm a mother of a Gen Z. Okay, and I think that I think in the earlier session somebody said that there's a lot of negativity about Gen Zs. I don't think that way. Okay, in fact, I think there is a lot for us millennials to learn from Gen Zs. Okay, they are very smart. Okay, uh, and vice versa. I think what everybody needs to scale right now is about culture. Okay, when you build a company, what you ultimately doing is building a culture. Skills, we millennials are good at skills, Gen Z's are good at skills, because this is what they have learned from school. What we do now, they're doing in school. Okay, and the generation which will come, okay, today is Gen Z, tomorrow it will be alpha, tomorrow it will be something else. So I think when we upscale, we need to upscale the way we think. Okay, the way our culture is. it's very easy to learn a skill nowadays. You can learn, you can just join a crash course and learn something. So learning is not difficult, but adjusting somewhere is, I think, is very important. I've seen some seniors, which are very reluctant about some things. I think we need to have this open mind, and I will not discuss things that have already been discussed by my co-panelists, because that will just add to something which has already been discussed. So I think we should be open to learning. I think the Symbiosis, like a distance learning center like Symbiosis, adding great value by coming up with new courses. Like I was just reading the courses that they have, and they really have some very nice and new courses, which is not only good for management trainees, but even for a professional like me. I've done my MBA. I've done recently a course from Exeleri Jamshedpur. I am joining them as for a research. I'm joining them for that as well. But I think we need to keep learning and add value to ourselves. Rest, I think everything will follow. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Govind. I'm from Sheetal Jewelry House. So we are B2B jewelry manufacturing company with around 2,200 employee strength and growing. So coming to question like when to upskill, how, whom to upskill, I think the question doesn't arise there. It's a continuous process. Everybody has to be covered, whether it's my entry level, uh, at the production level, karigars we call them, or workers, or head of the department. I think everybody need to undergo through this upskilling, reskilling, and training. So the question of who doesn't arise, when also doesn't arise, which is a continuous process. Today, probably they need to. They already have learned a lot of things, lot of skills. They have the competence in whatever they're doing, but uh, new technology, new way of working. So to give you examples, like yesterday only we had a discussion of brainstorming about with the head of the product development. So we have around 6 to 7 product development head. So the way they are doing the business, the way they are developing product is not working right now. We have to be ahead in the competitions, because it's not just about developing the product, also making it manufacturing friendly, possible to reduce the cost and increase the profitability. So they need to think from the cost perspective. So that kind of training they have to undergo. So it's not about whom, when, it's a continuous process. Yes, what they need to be trained, that's a question that comes from the need of the business, from the way the competition is happening. So it's all about that. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Shantanu from the Vadva group. I'm heading the HR function over there. I just want to tell one short sentence that once a CFO asks CHRO, why should we train the people and if they leave? And CHRO answers, what if they don't? And that's the question which to be addressed. Why should we train, when to train, and who to train? So already the answers have been given. When to train, it's actually a continuous journey now with the upgrade and Udemy and all those things. The training keeps happening. The main question is how do people adopt what they have learned, and that is more important. Like what other fellow said, that 2 days training won't work. It has to be imbibed into their blood, and that's more important. And who to train? Yes, that's the question CFO always asks CHRO, and that is why we have the job. That's it.
It's
CFO doesn't give a budget, huh? Huh?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so as a closing remark, who should be responsible for reskill, cross skill? Self, or company, or the ecosystem? HR?
HR.
Anybody self? HR?
Yes.
Oh, you made my life easy. Okay,
Yes.
so thank you so much.
But I wanted to say something.
Huh.
This is a very good way what you did, you know. Otherwise, usually what happens is whenever we go for a panel discussion, we first receive the questions. You're trying to test us. Okay. You are trying to test our, actually, you are trying to test how much do we know. Okay. This promptly, you don't go and read the books and come back, right? This is what you're trying to do. Well, yeah. But I feel whether we pass or we fail, you have to decide and
Hey, we all pass.
we all pass.
All
Thank
pass.
you.
No, thanks to Taj infrastructure. Otherwise,
there are no surprises there. So it was always a impromptu. Like that's what he said. No, so I really
yeah, yeah.
in that
I
I
also give.
attended a lot of events of yours, and it's always like surprises, impromptu like that. Yeah.
Actually, when the first question was asked, I said, "Wow, this is something beautiful to answer. I would love to be there." Okay. Then when second came in, oh my God, training. Okay. Now the third when it came in, I said, again ये training का ही पूछ रहे हैं, कुछ और तो पूछ रहे हैं, कम से कम, let's go on to OD part of it or talent acquisition part of it and those challenges. So just
Sir,
with a
it
humorous
is,
point of
sir,
view,
it
I'm
is
saying,
sponsored by
okay.
Symbiosis Distance for Learning and
Ah.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The set of questions asked are really good. Just want to know who's framed these questions. You, ma'am? Really very
You can
different
just-
and really love the questions so far. This is the third one. And I'm looking forward to the fourth one as well.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So
Thank
going
you.
to be 3, right? Or 4?
One more.
One more.
Great.
So let's have a group photo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so fourth one, yeah, how
Yes.
it's over houseful.
You're leaving? Oh,
People may be
thank you
wondering
so
when I will
much
be
for
called
coming.
upon. हाँ?
Who's going to
तो
take
अभी
the
मेरे को जस्टिस
and
करना पड़ेगा. Let me go as per the flyer. Those who couldn't. Do we have Harminder in the room? No. Okay, Rajendra. Rajendra is still outside doing networking, huh? Yeah. Can somebody please call him? Oh, Gaurav, you join here. Yeah. But before you join, please call him also. Yeah. ओके एंड ये नाम मैं हमेशा प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर पाता हूँ बट कोटेक कोटेक एजुकेशन का अपना फ्रेंड मिस्टर नायक ही इज आल्सो आउटसाइड. अरे इन लोग को नहीं बुलाया तो बाहर नेटवर्किंग कर रहे हैं. सर प्लीज ज्वाइन. हाँ. ओके डू वी हैव विलास भालेरा इन द रूम? विलास. नो. जागृति. अलका. Yes, Alka Raman, please join us. Shantanu already joined, right? Shantanu Vedya already joined. Okay, Nilesh in the room? Yes, please. Debandu Rai? Yeah. And then Richa? Balakrishna? Yes, please. Rajiv is done. Richa Nair? Vijay Vishwakarma? Yes, please. And then Chetan Tupe? Oh, we have one more, only the one seat left. Let me see who can come. Shruti Nair? Yeah, please join. Amit Bhatt? नहीं फ्लायर के हिसाब से कंप्लीट हो गया मेरा. माय कोटा इज ओवर. एनीबॉडी वांट टू स्पीकर? प्लीज ज्वाइन. आई कैन पुट एक्स्ट्रा चेयर. दिस इज द लास्ट राउंड. क्विक Q&A फायर. या अभी कोई व्यू एंड ओपिनियन नहीं देना है. विल टेक क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टली एंड आई विल गिव देम द टॉपिक. ऑन व्हाट टॉपिक दे विल आस्क द क्वेश्चन. वी आर ओके? डन. एनीबॉडी वांट टू बी स्पीकर? प्लीज ज्वाइन देम. प्लीज कम. Yes, please. Symbiosis team, what time we need to hand over this room? 7 o'clock. 15 मिनट बॉस. हाँ. अभी वो ट्विटर का भी 50% कट कर देना. ठीक है. ओके डन. सो एवरीवन इन दिस रूम AI is really taking a job. आप कैसा भी स्टेटमेंट बनाओ, it is taking a job. 90% interview in most of the technology firm, it's without personal touch. No human being is involved. Right? अगर आपको बिलीव नहीं होता है, आपके घर में बच्चे लोग हैं, उनसे पूछो कि इंटरव्यू कैसा गया, वो बताएंगे कि आई वाज बीइंग आस्क्ड टू डू द इंटरव्यू वर्चुअली, नो ह्यूमन टच इन्वॉल्व. Technology is taking my interview. Bot is taking interviews. It's happening. And in coming time, we will have no manager actually as a human being. We'll have bot as a manager who will have entire data in his mind, जो भी बोलो system में, and he will do the appraisal. Today HR is struggling कि बस one in one personal touch and बात करने का है, वो bot करेगा. Yeah. So topic is AI is really taking a job. How do we ensure the human touch? Or is it myth or is it reality? What is going to happen in the future? Driverless car is there. Metro भी है, driverless चल रही है. So many things happening. Healthcare industry is 100%. 10 साल पहले ही एक्चुअली वो हो गई थी AI ड्रिवन. ठीक है, तो एनी क्वेश्चन टू पैनल. अच्छा होना चाहिए, दमदार होना चाहिए क्वेश्चन. या यस, नाउ स्पीकर कैन आल्सो बी asking a question. Anybody? Yeah, Amit. Okay, I will take 3-4 questions together. Yeah.
So, to entire panel, which jobs will not be taken by AI?
ये तो बहुत बहुत इजी आंसर करना सर, कोई डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन. ऑल सिम्बायोसिस एल्युमनाई. Okay.
What are the gaps that you have found in AI interaction so far?
So what are the gaps you found in AI interaction? Anybody from this table? Question? Yeah, generation, Gen Y, Gen Z, जो भी बोलो. क्या क्वेश्चन है इन लोग के लिए?
Okay.
Okay, I will come to you. You think about question, huh?
Like, can talent acquisition and AI, I mean, can AI be used in talent acquisition?
A very old question actually. Very old question. Yeah. Yes, please. I have somebody, I can show you the tool. 100% is virtual.
So AI and talent acquisition, the question was with from Aditya, my colleague. So I just wanted to add, like, will that be any accuracy in terms of their behavior, interviews, and whatever the talent acquisition people look into the candidate? So what accuracy will be there when it comes to the AI interview?
Accuracy means what?
When we check the behavior for the candidate in terms of their knowledge, yeah, the knowledge would be, of course, would be there, but in terms of behavior or the cultural fit, what?
Okay. Industry wise. Okay. Yeah, I will come to you. Oh, wow. Yes. Let's hear from her. Okay, track for the questions. Yeah. It's your job to remember.
Thank you.
Okay. What kind of okay? So, so do you think that if me being a Gen Z and does AI and AI help? Will AI help me, or would AI bring change?
What AI can bring the change? Okay, I'm taking last question. Yeah.
Uh, just two parts now with AI freeing most of the bandwidth for HR. How do you ensure the human angle, the empathy comes in more integrated in the HR function? So that's
Human touch. How do we have a human touch? Okay. Remember the question, everyone? Okay. Few of them. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yes.
Okay, thank you so much for all those wonderful, very, very mature questions.
Be very short, crisp and short. Yeah.
So I am Chetan Tupe. I lead the L&D function for India's largest private LPG company, Aegis Gas. So the question that I wanted to answer was, it came from that particular end. Which jobs are going to be taken by AI? Okay, I would like to answer it differently. Rather than which jobs are going to be taken by AI, I would like to answer uh, who are not going to lose their jobs to AI. I think that's a far more and a bigger question to answer. So I'm going to talk about three C's. Since the topic of the roundtable stemmed from leadership and why it is important for skilling, reskilling, cross skilling. So we are talking about the C suite out here. So when you're talking about the C suite, there are three C's that are very very important. And these three elements, three C's, if they are part of the C suite stakeholders, they are definitely not going to lose their jobs to AI. So the first C, that I'm going to talk about is clarity. Okay, do this leader has a great amount of clarity in terms of what is required out of him or her by the industry, by the organization, and they also have a lot of clarity about what are the kind of requirements they are going to get out from the people who are going to be reporting into them or under them. The second is very very important from an AI perspective is they should be very very compassionate to the requirements of the organization. An organization is made out of human capital. Human capital, are individuals who have a lot of emotions, feelings, aspirations, expectations. So the person, who has clarity and also is compassionate towards the human capital is definitely going to succeed. Okay, because they will have that clarity. And the third thing is capability. Okay, someone just spoke about in one of the earlier panels is AI is not going to take away your jobs. If you are able to tame AI, if you are able to gain expertise on AI, you will be in great demand. So, how do you build up that capability within yourselves, and how do you ensure that everyone within the organization, at least the key stakeholders within the organizations, also develop that capability? So, those are my key takeaways from this particular question. For the C-suite, these three C's: the clarity, the compassionate, and the capability. These are going to be the key drivers for ensuring that you stay far and above and beyond the AI threat that we are all talking about. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Bala, which question you are going to take?
The last one about AI versus human intelligence.
Okay, question will not be repeated. Going. Yeah, I will take the new question. Okay.
The gap that I face with
Okay. So four are covered. Then remaining you think about it. You will get the new question
Oh,
also.
good.
Okay, yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
But be short and
Sure,
crisp.
I'll be very crisp and short. So I'll make it very simple. So AI for me is an enabler. It just helps me to do my job quickly, faster. Just a simple example of job descriptions. Now I don't need to rack my brains to think and write about competencies and skill set. I just need to put it on the ChatGPT or Gemini or a Pilot, and you get an answer in terms of what is the probable fit, and you can just add and delete. What's not going to change is my logics. What's not going to change is my application of mind. So that's something that's not going to be away from us as humans, because that's the edge that we have on an chatbot or an artificial intelligence. So what we put is going to come out. So garbage is going to be in, garbage is going to come out, and everywhere we are going to have these same cliches about the CHRO telling something to CFO or a CEO, etc., etc. But what's going to remain is उसमें से क्या हमको लेना है and how we're going to apply in our day-to-day life. So AI is an enabler. It's good for us to take things forward, and that's I would like to stop it there. So AI is like a mixer which helps you grind a chutney faster than on a grinding stone. Put it simple and sweet. Thank you so much.
Hello, thanks for that. I'm Gaurav. I represent Boeing Ingelheim. And the question that I'm going to take up, what gaps I see with AI, and I'm going to talk from some of the experience that I have. So one is the bias that AI generates. Second, the hallucination part. And bias is very, very clear. A simple test case that all of you can do. We have at least 4 to 5 GPTs that we talk to very regularly. It's Copilot, Chat GPT, then you have Gemini, Perplexity, and likewise. Ask them one simple question. All will give you a different answers. Okay, and no religious connotations, but it may sound like that. So give me a joke on Lord Ram and give me a joke on Muhammad. Ask these two different questions to all 4 platforms, you'll get different responses. So that is the design, that is the basis, the data set the AI is working. Someone will qualify something as sensitive while crack joke on another one, and likewise. So that is for you to experiment. So that is one simple test case. And third is the breaking the rules, compliance part of it. So there have been cases where, if you give a task to AI, and there are chances that they will break the compliance and the framework under which they need to work on, and likewise, so there are established cases. So human monitoring or vigilance of the output that you are getting is going to be very, very critical. So these are the current gaps that I see, and they are going to be there.
Thank you. I'll be very quick because we are short of time. So the question is whether this AI will be used in talent acquisition. Yes, of course. Um, as of now, it is being used in software, like even the coding and testing, the full stack is happening automatically through AI. So AI is moved into HR field also now, and yes, it will be used for talent acquisition, for shortlisting, even for interviewing, and many companies are using it. And there are AI softwares which are being currently used, even like for by our company Persistent. We are also very strong in AI, so it'll be used. But going forward, I think the usage will be more and more where bots will be used for this interviews. So finally what will happen is probably the final selection and the shortlisted final candidates, there the human intervention will be required, where the hiring manager or the person who has to select that person will actually meet, or it'll be a team's call. Those things will happen. Otherwise, all the earlier processes will be having a AI element. So it's there going to be for
Okay.
long.
Thank you. Okay. We have one, two, three. Sorry, I'm just counting the number. And anybody question not answer? Those who asked the question. Okay, new question now. Yeah. Okay. We'll go to Shyam. Which one?
Yeah. Which question is?
Okay. So that will go to by default.
So the question I repeat, she said that with HR taking over a lot of the work.
Human touch.
So what happens there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Hi, this is Prasumit. I head the HR function at Kotak Education Foundation. So, taking the question on empathy versus AI, so I would say AI is good to do most of your operational tasks for which you are wasting a lot of man hours or work hours. But for you to understand what your stakeholder needs, whether it's a senior business stakeholder or an employee, it's very important that you need to have that personal touch. That's where the human being comes in. Whereas you can get the grunt work done in terms of analysis of your data, in terms of getting you a recommendation, in terms of telling you the pathways, and for you to decide out of those recommendations which is the right fit based on the context. That is what your job you can do. That's where the empathy and the solutioning comes into.
Very
Thank
quick
you.
question. Thank you. Very quick answer. Thank you so much. Huh? Okay. Shyam, this question will go to Alka. Yeah. You don't know each other, right? Okay. Good.
Alka, my question is like, in the era of AI, how to develop the culture of creativity, problem solving in the organization to stay ahead of the AI?
AI itself is creative. Huh? Okay. Please.
Yeah, so I think AI functions more in terms of data, right? So whatever data you feed in, right, it's going to give the output according to that. So creativity and problem solving is still more internal to a human being, to bring out the creativity and to, solve problems. So I think AI can give probable solutions to a particular problem, but it cannot, I mean, the ultimate decision on how to solve a problem or to come up with some creative idea or to bring innovation to something is still what a human being will do. So I think no AI can replace that.
Nobody is saying they will go to Symbiosis for AI course. Huh? Very bad. Okay. Who want to ask the question? Yes. One, two. Yeah. Welcome to you.
Good evening. My question is, how big is the threat for a person who is working on shop floor? For a very core, person like mechanical engineer who is doing work by his own hand, like civil engineer who is involved at site. This is what question is.
You are from which industry?
I'm from BFSI industry.
BFSI. Okay. You're from manufacturing? Yeah, I think that's better then. Yeah.
Myself, Vijay Vishwakarma. I look after I'm from the infrastructure industry, basically into bridges and cooling towers and other things. So, for a civil engineer, mechanical engineer, on the shop floors, I would believe there is a threat in terms of because What happens is that because the times have changed, the design activities have changed, the client expectations have changed in terms of how the design has to be fast, how can we give it more precise, and because whole design activity normally happens is you have to give the maximum best design optimization. So that's more important. And to execute that on a shop floor, on a site location, which is into remote locations at a very vulnerable conditions, it's very difficult, very challenging. So they also have to, as a civil engineer, as a mechanical engineer, they also have to be on their toes in terms of understanding. And they, so as a, we were talking about the skilling, reskilling, upskilling. So they have to understand as a project manager, think like a project manager. How do we complete this project with best design optimization, with the best optimal use of resources? So basically, use their project management skills, possibly on the shop floors.
So roads and car, they are being manufactured without human touch. Okay,
Not
yes.
possible.
So with this question, we'll go to Devantu, right?
Hi, my question is in today's world, I'm curious to understand what your organization is doing to dispel fears of employees about AI adoption, because there is a lot of fear that, like Ashish keeps saying, AI will take away job. Is your organization taking any steps to dispel any fears that employees may have?
Yes. So hi, I'm Debendu. I represent the HR at ValueQuest. I like my organization is into alternate investment management. Uh, so in terms of like taking your question, in terms of dispelling the fear, primarily what we do, and I would say deliberate steps that we take is to encourage employees to embrace AI in their work. So we are a research driven firm. We have a very minuscule, less than 6% of our employee base is sales or business development. A pure play equity research firm, be it private equity, be it public equity. And we embrace, we stay and leverage AI like anything, be it, I would say, be it in terms of understanding the data, understanding the company or industry, at the same point of time, understanding the culture of the investee companies and the vision of the investees companies. We do use leverage AI like anything.
Thank you. Okay, last two questions. Yes. So question will go to sir.
Sir, my question is keeping in mind that AI is evolving so quickly and so fast, from the learning perspective, is it preferred to continue with the offline model, the online e learning model, or hybrid? What does you or your organization feel is the best?
Okay, great question. Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Dilip Jain from Hyphen Training and Consulting. Work with a lot of clients around their training and consulting needs. In terms of this question, I think there's no single answer. I think it depends a lot on what AI you're training for, what function your AI needs to go to, what depth it needs to go. If it's some basic AI stuff which you just want to create awareness, any mode will do. A lot of online stuff will also do. But if you really want to understand how it's going to start impacting your functions, how can you implement that in your functions? That I think needs a more collaborative approach, more of discussions. That's what needed. So I think it's, as always, the answer will be a mix of online and in-person stuff. Uh, Really has to be customized, other than the basic baseline AI training of tools. So that's what be my question. Ashish, I'll take a minute more to probably add an element which has not been covered.
Can I take just one question?
Sure.
Because she is waiting and then Sonali is also waiting. Okay. Yes. Anybody last question? Yes.
In the earlier panel discussion, one of you said AI is a generic word and it comes in various forms and it helps HR. So I want to understand what are those effective AI forms that currently HR teams are using or a lot of organizations are using in various small or big, but it is effectively helping to automate a lot of operational or to help bring out the efficiency in the day-to-day HR work.
Sir, you know Excel? There is a best AI tool. Okay, yeah. You got the question?
Yes, yes.
Which kind of AI tools we are using, HR people?
So, hello everyone, I am Sumedha and I'm heading the learning and development for a diamond jewelry brand. It is Limelight Lab Grown Diamonds, which is a new revolution in the industry. So, as sir asked, like about AI. So, I preferably say that the industry where I belong to, AI is not of a great help because it most require human interaction to be with the people. But again, we as a company, I as a trainer, what I prefer is the basic things, the basic um, what activities I can just see from the chat GPT. And moreover, we have not adopted a model, but yes, there is a tool where we get to fill all the stored checklist. So for that, there is a platform called Wooker. So we are using that. But AI for our industry, I feel, is not in more of a trend, because we have to deal with humans day to day, and we are training the staff on the floor to have a human touch, because jewelry is more about trust, and that to diamonds, and that to nowadays lab grown diamonds. Thank you.
Diamond, wow. Wow. Okay, so we are done, Sonali. You wanted to add something, but only in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just want to add a component. I want to explain it. I think the one component that's really key, I think he touched upon it when he said, ask the question. It's about ethics in AI. Ethical AI is what we talk about. How authentic is that data really? Because ultimately, it's humans who are building that AI algorithm, the logic, the data. So if somebody fools with that, you're out anyway. So AI, quite often we put a question to ChatGPT and we take it as gospel truth. It's not gospel truth. It's based on what data has been put. We saw Elon Musk really play around with algorithm. At least that's what was in the news. So I think that's a element that we all need to be careful about. And HR, I think, has to be more clued in on that. Thanks.
Okay, great. So over to you. We are looking at the timing.
So thank you so much. I think next. Thank you so much for to this panel as well. And maybe we can go for a group photograph now. Yes. So we have a master class by Dale Carnegie, which is scheduled immediately after a 5 minute break. So I'll request everybody to be back here in next 5 minutes and we'll start.
Okay,
And please
please.
don't
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
So,
Please.
so you've been part of the panel,
Yes.
but we are hoping all of you will join us for dinner. So please do not leave. Join us, be part of the celebration. We have an excellent Dale Carnegie trainer with us today. And I'm sure he's also looking forward to a lot of questions. So thank you.
Trainer name?
So can I have the Dale Carnegie trainer very quickly here? Can I please have him here? Yes, there he is.
Yes, sir. You are looking
Yes.
like trainer.
So yes,
Yes, please.
can we quickly have your in very 2 minute introduction, and the break is still on. I'm going to count it in the break.
And you know why we are asking for introduction? So that, they should not leave the place.
They should come back.
It's a big task for you now.
Okay, all right. So this is on. All right. So I give this immediate introduction is I look very dangerous, right? No, but I'm not that dangerous. So I'll just share about some interesting stuff where we'll carry on from AI discussions and we go to AI hallucination and how it worked out. Huh? No, I'm just kidding. So we'll go a little more into the change leadership and how do we work on these because the changes are happening so fast nowadays. We'll learn some new things in this next 1 hour. So please have a
Yeah.
tea coffee and we'll be back.
And I'm sorry if I didn't do the justice with the timing, with the infrastructure. Nothing to do with you. Actually, मैंने खुद रीस्किल अपस्किल किया. Immediately क्या करने का है? It was good, Ish. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
Kindly felicitate our trainer,
Okay.
please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can also invite man.
Done?
Yes,
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ravi. Yes.
So you also.
Yes, yes, thank you.
So
Ah,
we are grateful
yep,
that
yep, correct.
we have with us
Yep.
Dr. Swati Majumdar, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, so much for taking out time and joining us for this ceremony. Please join us on the stage. May I request Major Sonali Kadam, ma'am, also to come to the stage, and Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. That's the invitation. As I was saying earlier, ma'am, that completing 25 years of existence of SCDL is not just a milestone for us, is a testimony of our vision, our commitment and impact that we have created by empowering a lot of thousands of learners and professionals across the globe from the last 25 years. And believe me, ma'am, it's your vision and leadership that has been the driving force behind SCDL's journey and many milestones that it has achieved in the last 25 years. So thank you so much for joining us for this ceremony. Uh, may I now request, are we on with the presentation? You can just open. So, welcome. So may I request Dr. Swati ma'am to kindly address the audience and also give a briefing about Symbiosis. Sure.
So, very good evening on behalf of Dr. Mazumdar and myself. I'm very delighted to see a lot of corporate partners and alumni who have gathered here. I'm myself an alumni of Symbiosis. It's always a proud moment to meet students and our partners. Symbiosis has come a long way. We recently, 3 years back, celebrated the golden jubilee of Symbiosis when the Honorable Prime Minister had come for this auspicious occasion. And so half of that has been Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, which Dr. Mazumdar started in 2001. In fact, in 1995, I don't know how many of you are aware, but SCDL was actually started from SIMS, which is Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, which used to be co-located with our school on Prabhat Road. So I don't know if some of those alumni are here as well. They would remember Mr. Bala, who then went on to start the Balaji University. And of course, Mr. Pillai, who was quite instrumental, both of them, in starting distance learning. So, Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning was actually an idea that germinated in Dr. Mazumdar's mind because the then GOCNC Southern Command, General Aluwalia, he suggested to him to start some correspondence courses for the armed forces, for the Faujis who were unable to come to Pune to get education. And that's how SCDL was born. But in 2001, of course, the number of civilian students multiplied like anything. And that's when we decided to have a separate institute with the name of Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning. And the name was also conceived by him. I joined, of course, SCDL after returning back from the US in 2002 3. And we had a very, I can say, very luminous advisory body. My first interaction was with then Election Commissioner of India, Mr. T.N. Seshan. Who doesn't know Mr. T.N. Seshan, right? The man with the big head. And also known for getting politicians straightened out, I should say. But we really had a very good advisory body. And when I went into SCDL, the only thing I noticed was that there were very few students and there was very less use of technology. And so, thanks to my background in IT, we implemented technology in SCDL in a very big way. And I'm happy to share with you that in 2003 4, SCDL was the first one to launch e-learning content, which has now become such a buzzword in the field of education. Everybody is attending e-learning courses. But we started that in 2002, 3, 4, and there was a lot of resistance from the faculty because they thought, just like AI today has misconceptions, that e-learning would replace the teachers. And it took me quite some time to tell them that that's not the case at all. In fact, it's going to be a tool which will aid your teaching learning. And then, of course, we also became the pioneers in starting computerized exams, which became really very, very popular. On demand exams was something that was not heard of in India, where a student could take exam from various locations at a time and date of his or her choice. And I think these two features really revolutionized distance learning, and it soon became known as online learning. Now, if you ask me what is the difference, there isn't. It's just that where the teacher and the taught are not in the same space is called online or distance learning. So it is still distance learning, but people prefer to call it online. It's not really online. It is actually offline because e-learning content does not get delivered real time. Neither do exams, right? Exams always get delivered on a local server. So it is not really real time and online, but it is using technology in a big way. And I think all of you are witness to the fact that when technology is woven into education and becomes an integral part of the delivery mechanisms, that really helps students to uh, understand better, and definitely helps us to reach out to those who are located in various parts of not only India but all other countries. And I'm happy to share that today Symbiosis has not only students from all states of India but nearly 40 different countries. And that's a big feat as to why somebody abroad would join a course of this institute. So it must add value. And I think that value proposition is what is very well known of Symbiosis. It has always been very innovative thanks to its visionary founder and president. Symbiosis is always thought ahead of its times. And so even the courses that are offered are always ahead of its times. They're always in recognition of the industry requirements. And we have many followers who try to copy the Symbiosis model, but the original is always the best. And I'm very happy that Symbiosis has always maintained that excellence, that quality focus, not just the focus on the financials or the income. And that also stems from the fact that Symbiosis was started by a teacher. Many of you may or may not know, but Dr. Muzumdar was a teacher of botany. And that's why the word symbiosis, meaning living together for mutual benefit. It's a botanical term. He was a professor of life sciences in Ferguson College for a very long time, and that long time is more than 30 years. And it really makes a huge difference when a teacher starts an educational institution, whereas a businessman starts because their focus is always on the P&L. But teachers don't think like that. So for all of us in Symbiosis, you are really the product, you are really the success factor. And in your success is our success. And that's how we look at return on investment. It is really very, very cool that Symbiosis alumni today are really the who's who. And I'm happy to share one of the latest who's who additions is Priya Nair, who was 2 years junior to me in SIBM, has now become the global head of Hindustan Unilever. And first woman to be that. So how nice is that? And also SNS, my dear friend, who chairs L&T, one of the largest organizations in so many sectors, not just construction. So for AM Naik, it is SNS who's taken the mantle forward. And so Symbiosis alumni are not just there in those positions, but if you'll notice all across, they come with very high values and ethics which were taught to them in Symbiosis. Humility being one of them. And that I think comes straight from the founder. The humility and the modesty straight comes from him, because he's still now, of course, the ambassador is gone and he's still in the Innova, still living in a flat. And I think these are very important for all of you to know, because Symbiosis management students were always preferred for not just their knowledge, which I'm sure everybody is very knowledgeable, but also this attitude, very positive attitude towards life, towards meeting challenges, and most importantly, their humility and modesty. And none of us can forget how Mr. Pillay made students swipe even the roads, much to our own disappointment. But I had squadron leader George Judah, who was to be the director of SIBM for a very long time. And he would not let any of us get into a placement interview till our shoes or sandals were spick and span and polished and our hair was in place and all those nonsensical things. But that's what made us, and that's what made all of you. And I'm so very glad that all of you are here for your love and affection for Symbiosis. And that's also a value that stands out. In India, philanthropy from alumni is very uncommon. Very few alumni, unlike the Harvard and the Stanford, give back. But I think in India, it's very important that students give back by way of their respect, by way of their love and affection. And I think that's not philanthropy, it's just our value system. So I'm really glad that each one of you has taken out time to be here, to be part of this. And I'm very happy and privileged to stand in front of you as a representative of the great organization to which all of us belong. And the sense of belonging not just ends being an alumni, but we consider each one of you as an extended family. And I'm so happy to share with you that so many of our alumni children study at Symbiosis, and their children's children study at Symbiosis. And that's very nice too, to meet someone who comes with their boy or their girl and say that, I studied here and now I want my kid to study here. And that's just their love and affection. And we are so grateful, thankful to all of you for that love and affection. Dr. Muzumdar celebrates his 91st birthday on 31st of July. And the newspaper Sakar is coming out with an edition just to respect him, which will be published at the hands of the governor of Maharashtra. So I do hope that some of you can be a part of that function on 30th of July in Vishwa Bhavan, which is the auditorium of Symbiosis on the Senapati Bapat Road, where some of you may have had a vada pav in the canteen, right? The famous canteen of Symbiosis. So I do hope that all of you can join him, pray for his good health. And he's still so energetic, which he could have been here today, but he couldn't. But I do hope some of you can come back to Symbiosis to just spend some time with us. Give us your suggestions, if nothing at all. Have a cup of chai with us and just, share your success stories. And I really had no agenda to be here, just to meet you and to pass on this wonderful message to Dr. Mazumdar, that I met so many of the Symbiosis students, new students, prospective students, and of course our family members, to whom we consider each one of you as our family member. So thank you very much. God bless you to do great work. Make us part of your success stories. And if you ever feel down, to remember your teachers. They're always with you, like mothers. They never leave their children. We don't either. We'll always be there for you. Keep remembering Symbiosis in your prayers. And if you ever want to get your children admitted, feel free to go to any Symbiosis campus. You know that Symbiosis has now campuses practically all across India and also recently in Dubai. So I do hope that you can visit some of our campuses whenever you are in that city. And we would love to arrange your talk with the new students, because they are so inspired and motivated when they see an alumni reach that mantle. And I think you should be the mentors to show them the right way and to learn from failures and to see how we can rise above everything. So, thank you again, and God bless you all, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. And we are truly honored that you would take us time. So I know dinner is waiting for us, and we also have the awards ceremony, and all of you are waiting for that as well. But before we proceed, we quickly wanted to give you a glimpse of where we were and where we have reached. 100 plus corporates. Today, we have a lot of our partners who are here with us to celebrate with us. Thank you so much. And this association is only growing, and every year we are adding new partners, new corporates, new industries, and very much new sectors. And we are working across multiple sectors today, giving career advancement programs. We've always remained ahead of the curve, and we've always ensured that the programs that we bring are aligned to the industry, are also targeted towards the new age sectors which are coming in, whether it is IT, tech, analytics. We were discussing offline about sustainability being a new sector, so whether it is ESG, whether it's cybersecurity, whether we are talking about pure business functions and the way they are transforming. Whichever sector is booming today, you will find a career advancement program which is being offered by Symbiosis. And we would be very happy to get a few of our alumni back. We have been talking about reskilling and upskilling and cross selling. We believe me, with 45 plus offerings, we do have a program which will meet your need. We have not yet just remained about the career advancement programs. We are also seeing a new avatar in which we are offering our courses today. So while the continuing education programs continue, we also have a lot of micro credentialing that we do today. Just in time skills, if you need them, we have them. Any type of future skills that you may need, we would have it on offer through the platform. And these are our big offering of micro credentials, whether it is digital transformation, we are talking about cyber security, risk management, even real estate. And we have a few of our partners here. So whether it is property management or real estate finance and its investment, you would find a big list of about 200 plus micro credentialing that we do today. We also do work integrated programs. We have both engineering and business management. And these engineering programs are largely meant for working professionals. So, diploma holders who are at the moment in manufacturing verticals never got a chance to get vertical mobility. Today, we offer an engineering program for them. Whether it is BBA or MBA, these work integrated programs are available across sectors and across high growth sectors. And few of our partners again are here, like Kalputaru, with whom we are doing a BTech in construction engineering and management, or Sigma engineers, with whom we are doing a BTech in manufacturing and automation, or a BBA program that we are doing with our partners. So this is another offering that we have. And of course, our corporate training and leadership programs remain. These are customized, bespoke programs. You have a need, we have a solution for you. And a lot of you are meeting, have met with our corporate team throughout the day today, and they're here, and we would be very happy to have dialogues with you to see how we can meet your very specific need, whether it is an area of leadership development or it is an area of the functional skills, uh, right from entry level all the way up to the senior management. Few of you were asking us about our CSR initiatives. Yes, we have a very, very strong focus on building the youth and especially women in STEM. And we would be very happy to engage with all of you to see how we could make a difference in the society. How do we contribute back to the community that has given us so much? So, right from over 5,000 underprivileged, underserved community, especially girl students doing manufacturing programs today, or youth from tier 2, tier 3 cities who were not able to find employment, or people who got outplaced because they had become irrelevant to the industry today. There is a huge ecosystem that we have created, and it is thanks to our industry partners who are not only contributing in of course through the CSR fund, but they are also our partners in training. They are mentoring these students. They are ensuring that they have the right skill sets. And I'm very happy to share with you that almost 99% of these students have found jobs. And believe me, they were not Symbiosis students to start with. Here are a few glimpses. So, where can we help? And this is for all our corporate partners. Some of the areas we are already working in, some areas we would be very happy to work with you. Whether it is workforce development, custom designed, or off the shelf, it's on the offer. We will be very happy to look at how do we create career advancement pipelines within your corporates, within your own structures, whether it is through a degree program or a micro credential, or just you needing us to come in and help you in whichever way we can. We are also now doing a lot of hire, train, and deploy models where we are helping mobilize the resources, train them as per the requirement of the industry, and then have them place with the industries as well and across all the sectors that we work in. And lastly, we would certainly help to create a build a talent pipeline with you, with the internal trainings that you are doing. If you need to supplement them, you need to certify them, you need to benchmark them, we would be very, very happy to participate in any of these initiatives that you may have. And with this, thank you so much for your time and your patience. Thank you. And from here, I know we've been all been waiting for is the award ceremony. I'll request Swati ma'am to please join us back and Ashish to please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, ma'am. Uh, so may I request Swati ma'am to come to the stage? Yeah, he's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Or keep something in front of. Yeah, yeah, this will be better. So as I said, since we are celebrating this incredible journey of Silver Jubilee, we have a lot of alumni achievers, our corporate partners, and other industry experts with us, and we are felicitating some of them. So I'll start with our corporate partners. May I invite first the team from RK Developers, Mr. Shreyas, Ms. Taruna. We're signing an MOU with them for offering our SCDL online programs. At the same time, we are also planning a work integrated BTech program with them. May I invite Ms. Chandrima De from Kaya Clinic? We have specially curated a long duration learning journey in retail business management for all their clinic managers. Next, may I call the team from ISS World, Mr. Aditya DeCosta and Sora. So we have already completed one batch of a 7-month long program, training program in facility management for all their site managers, and we'll be launching the second batch soon. Next, Mr. Meet Doshi from Kalpataru Projects. We are already running a work integrated program with them, and now we are signing up for our online learning programs from SCDL. One of our closest partners, Shriram Finance Limited. May I invite Mr. Ajay, sir? Miss Juliet from Sutherland Global. Mr. Adrian from Travel Food Services TFS. Thank you for making it to the event today. So we have just signed up with them and will be launching our first batch of our corporate PGDM program. May I invite Miss Mumtaz Mistry? Yeah, from Bombay Stock Exchange. We have a partnership with them wherein we offering our fintech program to several corporate houses in India. I'll take the names in random order. These are some of our alumni achievers and other partners. So starting with Ankita Rudra from Tata Teleservices, Nakul Dwivedi, head L&D at Kotak Life, Sumedha Vyas from Limelight Lab Grown, up next Saurav Kumar from Tech Mahindra. He heads the learning function at Tech Mahindra. Mr. Ramesh Babu, head HR at Reliance Brands. Up next Sapna Sukrani, head HR at Mile Software. Next Harish Kulkarni, HR Director at Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts. Up next Sumita Mehta from the Humsafar Trust. Mr. Bala Subramanyam, head HR at Parak Integrated Services. Ma'am, let me tell you, he is the pass out of our first SCDL batch. Mr. Prabhat Pavaskar, जय वहां पे बैठ जाओ जय बैठ जाओ वहां पे Up next Vishnu Gavkare from Vikos Global Consultants. Up next Siddharth Bawal. Up next Mr. Amol Katkamwar from Adani. Up next, Ms. Shraddha Tripathi from HDFC Bank. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We do share that, ma'am. So Mahendra Singh from Hinduja Renewables. After this, Mr. Amit Ranjan from Aditya Birla Renewables. So Mehul Maru. Up next, Pradnya from Pixels Unlimited. Next, Mehul Tolia from Raheja Universal. One of our close partners and recruiters from our university campus, Mr. Sunil Suji from APM Terminals Mercs. So thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you everyone for joining us for this event. I hope you had a great time with all of us. You enjoyed the session. May- we'll be open for dinner after this. But may I request all the awardees to please come on the stage? We'll have one group photo, please. नहीं हो गया ये भी थोड़ा सा
तोच बघतो. कोणी बोला मला फक्त काढायला. 5-10 मिनिट परत आणि ते प्राइस आहे. किती रुपयाचं आहे? ते 5,000 5,000 ना? बोलला तो आलाच नाही. पाठीमागे बसलाय. कामचं आहे. मॅडमला कॉल करू. मॅडम बोल मॅडम का तो आलाच नाही. आलाच नाही.